That's the activity that's going to allow you to generate the revenue in our industry, right? Is really is meeting with people, is really seeing. I mean, all these years later, I mean, in this industry, I'm about 8 years in. I'm in business, total in business, about 10 years. In this industry, I'm about 8 years in. And I'm still meeting with folks. You're always going to be meeting with folks. The only difference is like, as you become more successful, you tend to, because your time is limited and you have more people who know about you, or more people who want your time, you tend to spend your time with people who are, to be honestly, spending more money with you. You know what I mean? To be real, you know what I mean? If you got people that are really, that's looking to spend more, you're willing to give more of your personal time. Usually people who are spending less, that's when you have a team and you usually have them talking to those people to get them enrolled in your programs. That's the importance of having a strong brand name or a strong brand, right? And that this is just the beginning, right? When you do good work, and this is why we always say give value, because the reason why people were talking is because he gave the free workshop. He did the free program at the school. And this is what I want us to always realize, is that whether it's online or whether it's offline, when you give value for free, I mean, in your mind, think of it as, oh, everybody in this room just paid 10 grand to be here, because you'll teach differently. You'll be more specific. You'll be more precise. You'll be more patient, right? And then when you give, they're going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. We need to tell people about this. Thus, that opens up the opportunity for a speaking engagement. Thus, you'll get paid. Thus, you can get referrals. Thus, you can go back and you could do other programs and other services, and you could do staff trainings, and it's so much more you can do once the relationship is already built. You know what I mean? It's like if you had a product. Let's say I have a relationship with Walmart, for example. And let's say that I want to put my book inside of Walmart, right? Well, once I have the connection and once we have the distribution, and I already can put something through this distribution, guess what? Now, if I have other products and services, I can put it through the distribution, right? I already know there's a need there. We already have a relationship. So if I have something else for you, you'll be more interested. You'll be interested as well, right? Or if there's another need that they have, even if you can't fulfill it, and let's say Darryl brought me in and said, hey, listen, this is a skill that they said they're looking for. They're willing to pay this. I don't mind making a referral, as long as you break me off with, you break me off with something, right? Now, boom, now you're making money. You're making money just off of the distribution, just off the connection, you're making money. That's the importance of having partnerships and having distribution. Right? It's now you could put so much more things through there. And all it takes is the first relationship. Everybody is not going to make it to the end. Everybody is not going to finish. But he said, literally, even if you're not the best, all you need to do is last. All you need to do is finish the race. If all you did was finish the race, you will beat 90% of the people in any category, because most people don't finish. Think about that. Think about winning. Think about winning as all you need to do is just keep going and don't give up. That's it. Like, keep going. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. You're going to fall, right? You're going to lose money. You're going to, you're going to make mistakes. Something is not going to go right. You're going to break something. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a bad experience with a client. You're going to have a bad experience doing your own event. You're going to try to do an event or do a webinar and nobody's going to show up. You're going to go live and nobody's going to show up. Nobody's going to respond. Keep going. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep making it happen. Because what's going to happen at some point is that the momentum is going to kick in. The momentum is going to kick in. And guess what? All of those trainings that you didn't give up on, all of those clients that you didn't give up on, maybe you kept calling and texting, leads or people who are qualified, and people weren't seeming interested, but you kept learning about human psychology. You kept learning about how to reach out to people. You kept learning about how to interact with people. You kept learning how to sell. You kept learning about copywriting. You kept learning about coaching. You kept learning and getting better. You kept getting better at videos. You kept getting better at doing YouTube videos. You kept getting better and seeing what people like when it came to doing reels. You just keep improving yourself along the process. And this is what's going to happen. One day, you're going to start to see massive momentum. I don't know, maybe you got a podcast, you're going to land a big person to come on your podcast, and all of a sudden you're going to get all this attention, right? You know, maybe you're running Facebook ads, you're going to do an ad one day, and it's just going to hit. And now you're just going to really start getting a bunch of people that are going to, quality leads that are going to come in at a phenomenal investment, where your return on investment is literally going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 amount, the 5x ROI then you normally have it, or you normally see it. I had this with a client who came in her first week. Her first week, we ran her ads. We made some adjustments, and she got 1,000% ROI her very first week. So I say all of that to say, like, just keep going, just stay in the game. As long as you stay in the game, you're gonna figure it out, and things are gonna hit. You have to schedule the activity on your calendar to complete. Sounds simple. It sounds so simple, but when I started doing this, it changed the whole game for me. So I would still take notes, right? But what I started doing is, if it was something that I needed to take action on, which most of the time it is. So like for you, you might have said, man, I want to go ahead and do some more research on this, right? Let's say if I gave you an example and I said, make sure that you know statistics that are part of your industry. You might be like, oh, damn, that's a good thing. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and look up some statistics, and you write it in your notes. Instead of just writing it in your notes, schedule it on your calendar. Schedule it for a specific day and time on your calendar where you say research to find industry statistics on your calendar, and block out 30 minutes or block out an hour. And that doesn't mean that you're going to finish the whole activity during that time either. I used to get frustrated. I scheduled something and I'm like, damn, I didn't finish it. Well, you're not going to be able to finish everything in 30 minutes or an hour, right? So you got to, but the biggest thing, and I also learned this from Tony Robbins, is the biggest thing is, he said, I don't leave the site of an idea without scheduling, without doing something about it. Meaning, and what he meant by that is, without scheduling it. I don't leave the scene of an idea. I think he said scene. He said, I don't leave the scene of an idea without taking some action towards it. And this is like the number one guy in our industry who's telling you this is worth over $500 million. So I think we could take a piece of advice from that is, when you get ideas, and this is for all of us, when we get ideas and you hear certain things that you really, really want to do, you got to put it in your calendar, and you really got to try to stick with it. And if there's an emergency, or if you, for whatever reason, you missed it or you couldn't do it, you reschedule it. You don't forget about it. You need confidence, number one. Confidence. If you don't say it with confidence and conviction, they're not gonna feel like it's important. I learned this. I just learned this throughout the years, is that people are not gonna have more confidence than you, right? You can't be teaching somebody or training somebody and expect them to have more confidence than you in the subject. So if you're trying to give somebody a call to action to help them get better results in their life, because like I said, how I started this training off today, I said, we all are on here. We all have pure intentions. We all here to give. We all here to serve. So we all here and we got pure intentions, and everything that we're giving them is only to enhance their life and enhance the results that they're getting in their life. Then any resource that you give them is a benefit, whether it's free or whether it's paid, it's a benefit, right? To help them get a deeper level of result or outcome that they want. Right. So one is just realize, like, have the confidence in yourself when you're saying it, because it didn't even sound like you really believed in yourself when you even said it. So you got to say it, because I know for a fact, if I watch your live, I'm pretty sure that you're confident as you're coaching, as you're training, right? I know you're confident, but as soon as you get to the call to action, your voice starts cracking. You're not sure, maybe, and if you can, and that doesn't sound like somebody who's like, yo, this is something that you need to do. If you do not do this, like you're not going to like life. Like, you're going to be in a very bad position. That's a different way of communicating. And people feel it more and they feel the emotion more when you deliver it like how you've been delivering the last, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 minutes of your whole life or your whole, webinar. So an attractive offer is, what are you giving them? So one of the easiest things to do, because remember what the purpose of this is, right? The whole purpose of why we go live is, yes, to train, to educate, all of that good stuff. But one of the real reasons we do this is to get leads, right? It's not to get buyers. I didn't say get buyers, get leads. There's a difference. So if you join any of my lives, I'm never selling you my program. You don't even know about this program if you join my live. The only way you might know about it is if I mention it in passing, right? I might mention it just so you could have, all right, Terrell has a program. Okay, he works with coaches. He helps them, this, that, okay. And so it's on your mind, but you won't hear me say, unless maybe I'm doing like a special promotion or something like that, but that's probably maybe 3-4 times out of the year where I'm like literally straight direct buy my program, right? So all the other times, the only time you're going to hear about my program is unless you're on a consultation call with me, right? Like that's really the only other time you're going to hear it, unless I'm selling like a low ticket product and maybe I'll say it through a webinar. But me on live, I'm not selling no high ticket products on live, right? You don't, so because it's not going to work. People are not going to spend all of that money on live like that. So what you want to do is you want to give away something that's going to initiate the conversation. So that's why I say an amazing offer, because an amazing offer could be, I'm going to give you this checklist. I'm going to give you this blueprint. I'm going to give you this cheat sheet. I'm going to give you this training video or this training course or this masterclass. Where is there multiple audiences at where multiple people can see something at one time? A Facebook group. So you can do a Facebook group post. You could do a Facebook post on your personal page. What else? You could offer it on live, right? You could go live and you could offer it. All right. All right. Even outside of that, where else can we offer this? What if you're speaking on stage? You could do this on a physical and virtual stage. Right? So it could be like a conference. It could be at a school where multiple people or parents or teachers are seeing you. It could be at a seminar. It can be at a boot camp where multiple people at once. The purpose of doing it as a lead magnet is you want to attract people out of a crowd. That's really what it is. Like, I want to know out of this crowd who's interested. Because if I'm talking to you one-on-one already, it's not really, I don't really need to go through the whole lead magnet process, to be honest, because I already have your attention. Like, you really want to use it, to get somebody's attention, right? Obviously provide value, but that's a given, right? But you want to use it to get somebody's attention. If I'm already DMing you, if I'm already on the phone, I don't need to really offer it to you because I'm already on the phone. I could just see what you need at this point and I can offer you my program. If I'm DMing you, I don't really need to give you a lead magnet unless you're apprehensive about meeting with me, right? Like, I can just book you for a call because we're on a one-on-one. But if you're in a crowd or if you're in an audience and you want to get leads, it's better and it's a safer way to just give them something for free where you could, you can pull out the people who are the most interested. So you could do it like on a podcast. Maybe you're speaking in somebody else's coaching program. Maybe you doing it on a YouTube video with hundreds of thousands of people are going to see it. Anywhere where multiple people are going to see it. If it's a one-on-one conversation, it's not really that necessary.